Little pre-lock joint. This can be a good thing. So come on, come all, get on in here. Let's go ahead and chop this puppy up. If as long as the stream stays strong, I think we can get through it and have some solid plays discussed, man. Talk about some stuff and uh kind of see how we're looking for today's slate. I'm gonna have the comments popping open. Yep, I'm gonna have those comments there. Where's that? Go to my channel over on YouTube, and so I can get the YouTube comments there as well. Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Yo, it should be a solid slate, bro. Should be a solid slate. Should be good. Let's go to YouTube. I'm working with a couple different laptops, trying to set it off. Eric McAdams just joined us. Jeffrey Lanier is in the spot. That's good. That's nice. All of the homies are coming in. This is dope. Let's get it started. And we're gonna view the channel. Yeah, man, we are definitely up in the place. Definitely up in the place, man. And I think we've got some time. I think we've got some time before the actual the slate gets started. I think it's a later slate for us. So that's cool. That's cool. We got a few watching over on YouTube. Cool. Cool. Okay, got the chat. No VIP. Yeah, well, we're kind of sort of the VIP is rocking too, but I'm on YouTube as well, just so we could chop with the slate, man. Kind of talk about it a little bit. I didn't do a YouTube show last night. The games ended so late that I just didn't. I didn't fuck with it. So today I think we're gonna chop it up. We got Justin Jennings, certified baller, is coming in on YouTube. Good, good, good. So let's go ahead and chop it up, man. We've got, like I said, Hoops Hype is what I've been using a lot lately. It's pretty good because you can see the tweets that come out from the actual from the Twitter, the Hoops Hype joint. That's pretty good. And of course, y'all know the homie got banned. the homie got banned. So I'm using an unverified Twitter source for me to look up my Fantasy Labs information if they have any that I think I can use. So let's go ahead, chop it up. We're gonna jump into the slate, and today, today on short slates, what I like to do more often than not is I'm a big fan of stacking. I'm a big fan of stacking, going in, grabbing a few guys from the same team that I like. ACP, what's up, big homie? Dominique Dickerson, what's up, fam? Greg Stewart, the homie Coach Stewart is in there. I like to stack, man. And as I'm looking at these games, I'm looking at Miami, Toronto. I'm looking at Portland, Oklahoma City. I'm looking at Orlando, Dallas, Sacramento, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Probably my favorite game to stack, like right now. My favorite game, the one I like the most, is going to be the Orlando Dallas, because I can stack cheaper pieces of that Orlando Dallas game and still get the Westbrook exposure that I feel like I need. Okay? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about today. Love Dallas Orlando stack. All right. I think some good parts to that Sacramento LA game can be good and do well for everyone. Miami Toronto looks kind of trappy because I don't think it's going to be a very high scoring game. I think you can grab a couple of the more sure shot guys from the Toronto side and be done with that. Maybe a piece or two from Miami, but we're gonna jump in and actually break this thing down game by game. Shout out to the fam on YouTube. Shout out to the fam in the VIP. And I did this because I kind of want you to take a look and come inside and see exactly what we do and how we're doing this. Okay, so this site that you see pulled up, this is RotoQL. Very solid site. Shout out to the homie Justin Park, man. Really solid site. I love it. I use it for just about everything. Baseball, basketball. I use it for everything. I use it for everything. So I'll be coming from a FanDuel standpoint today because we're not supposed to do. You can't do DraftKings lineups. You can't put out straight DraftKings lineups. So I'm gonna be coming from more of a FanDuel perspective today, just to kind of take a look at it, okay? And like if we go and Tyler Johnson is out. Ooh, Tyler Johnson is out. Okay. Yeah, Tyler Johnson out. That means something. That means something. So let's kind of roll through FanDuel real quick and take a look. Kind of go play by play. Now I can't give out the optimizations, their optimizations. I cannot do that. But I mean, we could kind of take a look at the template they have and say, yo, I like this cat, I like this guy, I like this guy. So that's kind of what we do. Okay. So first game we got is the Miami Heat going to Toronto to take on the Raptors here. We already know Tyler Johnson has been ruled out. So he's a guy that we most definitely will not be considering. He has been ruled out. So we can get him out of there. Bam, he's done. Hassan Whiteside is 7.6 on FanDuel. Your FanDuel is pretty straightforward in terms of the center position. You've got to lock in the center that you really think you can use. You got to lock in a good center. And for me, either I pay all the way up or I pay all the way down. That's just the way I approach the center position on FanDuel. So with Tyler Johnson being out, the first thing we got to consider, because you already know Waiters is out, Winslow is out, Rodney McGruder is out, Okaro Wright. Two or three of those guys could have played that similar position. So the first thing we want to do is, before we even go into just throwing in whoever the replacement for Tyler Johnson is going to be, most likely Wayne Ellington, what we want to do is look at how Tyler Johnson being off of the floor will affect the guys that are already out there. And I think that without Tyler Johnson on the floor, this gives a significant bump to Josh Richardson. Most certainly Josh Richardson. It gives a significant bump to Goran Dragic, is another guy I think you can look at. And then I think it even gives James Johnson a bump in terms of minutes and usage. Now, the replacement will probably be Wayne Ellington, so he's probably going to hopscotch all of these other dudes. Wayne Ellington at 4.4 is probably going to hopscotch and jump over all these other dudes in terms of ownership because people get so stuck on wanting to play whoever the replacement is when a guy gets injured. So now, whereas I think you would have seen, Josh Richardson at a fairly decent ownership on a 4-game slate like this, you're going to see Wayne Ellington at 4.4 rise up in terms of his ownership projection, and he's going to be owned a lot more than he should be. And Josh Richardson ownership is going to decrease. I think Kelly Olynyk ownership could decrease some. I think Goran Dragic's ownership could decrease some, just because everybody's going to want to get a piece of that those missing Tyler Johnson minutes with a guy like Wayne Ellington who's fairly cheap. And he's very hit or miss. Either Wayne Ellington is going to go out and he's going to hit 7 3-pointers, or you ain't going to do shit. So just know, fucking with him is a 50-50 ball in the back of the end zone. Remember that. Rostering Wayne Ellington is a 50-50 ball in the back of the end zone. It could work out for you, or it might not. So you look at what this team allows against shooting guards, and I can tell you, DeMar DeRozan, fairly decent defender, but this team itself, with a pesky defender at the top of the key, like Kyle Lowry, usually limits point guards and or shooting guards. But Lowry being out, that brings in DeLeon Wright, who's probably going to get the start. So that could definitely, you could definitely make some money grabbing a guy like Wayne Ellington at 4.4 and getting him to start. Plus, that's going to help you play, or that's going to help you stay with the rest of the field if something happens and the dude does go off. Okay? So these are the guys that are going to be in play for us, for me, for that matter, on FanDuel. Am I going to stack them? No. But I think if I'm stacking in other spots, if I've got a really nice Orlando-Dallas stack or a really nice Sacramento-LA stack, and I need some more pieces that I would consider sort of value guys that are cheaper, I think any number any one or two of these guys would be good to go. I mean, Dragic, Richardson probably will be my first two plays from this game. I really do. But Kelly Olynyk is, of course, he's in play, and then of course Wayne Ellington and James Johnson are guys that you could use to round out your rotation. So DeMar DeRozan at 9.3, still fairly high priced on FanDuel. I think this is still a good spot for him. Remember, this is a team that is coming off just on the second leg of a back-to-back. So you would want to people like Jonas Valanciunas, people like Serge Ibaka. I think you would want to curb your enthusiasm when you fuck with cats like that. And it's easy to say, oh yeah, Deleon Wright, lock him in. But take a look at Fred VanVleet too. I mean, at 3.6 on FanDuel, he's most certainly in line for a lot of minutes at the backup point guard spot. DeRozan looks like he's been playing gassed, and that is coming from the homies in the sweatshop. I definitely can agree with that. Artemis says VanVleet is the ultimate pivot. He really is, because everybody's gonna flock straight to Deleon Wright. Remember, he had that 60-point game a few nights ago. The ownership is not going to be there on VanVleet, and I think on a 4-game slate, that's a guy that you could get into because, if he does step in, get those really solid point guard, backup point guard minutes, it could be nice. 26 minutes of Fred VanVleet could be very decent. It could be. So Jonas Valanciunas, don't really love him. Don't really love Serge Ibaka here, especially going up against Hassan Whiteside, even though he's probably going to see about 24 to 28 minutes in this matchup talking about Whiteside. OG at 3.5, don't love that. I might be able to get into some Jakob Poeltl at 4.1 or even some Norman Powell at 3.6. Other than that, not too many. There's not a lot that I would like to go with in this game. The next game we got is going to be the Portland Trail Blazers going to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder. Shabazz Napier is the lock-in cash spot. Really the lock-in cash spot. Everybody is going to play. I'm looking at Shabazz Napier possibly being one of the higher owned guys on the slate. I think so. Him, yeah. I'm looking at him being one of the highest owned cats on the slate, most definitely. Shabazz at 4.8 is everybody's going to be on him. Everybody's going to be on him. CJ McCollum at 7.5. And we talked about this, okay? Listen now. We talked about this. First thing I want you to look at is I don't think we have Andre Roberson is out. Andre Roberson is out. So that means, they're going to take a hit defensively at the top of the key. The Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to take a hit defensively. We know that Russell Westbrook has what it takes to be probably one of the best on-ball defenders in the league, but he does not expend that type of energy on the defensive side. He runs hard offensively, okay? So let's talk about this some, all right? So you got Carmelo, horrible defender. You've got Terrence Ferguson, the young cat, the rookie cat. You've got Russell Westbrook, who really doesn't want to play defense. You got Paul George, who's a solid defender, and then Steven Adams, hard-nosed defender. Check it out. Okay, so before you just go all willy-nilly and lock in Shabazz Napier at 100%, before you lock in Shabazz Napier at 100% and completely forsake CJ McCollum at 7.5, I think you should have another look at that, because it's so simple. It's so simple for us to jump out the window and say, you know what, no Dame, I gotta lock in Shabazz Napier without actually looking at the guys who are actually on the floor. McCollum, bro. I like McCollum at 7.5. One of my favorite plays on the slate. I am not going to play a center against Steven Adams. As a matter of fact, I like Steven Adams on the other side. I think he's going to be in use. We look at Carmelo Anthony, one of the worst defenders in the league, in my opinion. You got Al-Farouq Aminu at 5.3. These guys, the one thing that separates the two of them is that Aminu is not a straight-up ball-dominant scorer, but he's a guy that, because Melo could get solid minutes and going to be out there for 30-plus minutes, you're probably going to see a lot of Aminu. And that's going to help him a lot, because he's a guy that can not only go out and play solid defense, but he gets blocks, he gets steals, he gets peripheral stats while being able to put the ball in the bucket a little bit. So he's a guy that I am going to be taking a look at. Evan Turner, I believe Evan Turner's in play at 4K, and for me, it's just because he's so cheap. Don't get it twisted. Evan Turner matched up with Paul George, advantage Paul George. But Turner being 4K on a 4-game slate, I think he does deserve that consideration. Maurice Harkless at 3.5. Not a big fan there. Pat Connaughton at 3.5. These are wild cards. These are wild cards. Connaughton, Harkless, Ed Davis. Those guys are straight up wild cards. They're straight up wild cards. So I don't really love Harkless. I don't really love Connaughton, but I think they both could be in play. We could see Aminu's upside tonight because of the defensive peripherals. Yes, yes, he's gonna have to be on the floor. Is it plausible to fade Russ, or is that getting too cute? If you're making one lineup, I wouldn't fade Russell. I'd play him. But if you're making more than one, no, you can mix it up. I don't think you have to play him. Am I missing something with the Burlow love? He's not even seeing a full 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't love Burlow. I ain't fucking with it. I don't know where that comes from. Mo, Nurkic went 47 DK points last time. Let's take a look. That's just a rule of thumb for me. He had 49 FanDuel points last time against him. He had 30, 51, 27, 23. So Nurkic has had some decent games against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I think a lot of that is due to, a pace issue and him, I think he benefits from the homie attacking the basket the way he does when he's in the game. Lillard, he does benefit from Lillard attacking the basket, and I think a lot of that could have something to do with it. But me, I'm not big on Nurkic. I'm not big on playing centers against Steven Adams altogether. I'm not big on playing centers against Steven Adams altogether. I'm just not. I'm not. Westbrook at 11.8. Of course, that's going to be a playable guy. Terrence Ferguson, man, 3.6. He's starting. You've got to give that some consideration. Raymond Felton at 3.9. He does deserve consideration, as does Jeremy Grant at 3.7. Why would Dirk guard Gordon? There's no way. They're not going to do him like that. They shouldn't do that to him. They shouldn't do that to him. People are getting too cute lately. Lopez will get the job done and help maximize other spots. So those are the guys that I like from this game. Next game we got is my favorite game on the slate, the Orlando Magic, going to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. Aaron Gordon, good spot for him. It is a crush one. I like him. Elfrid Payton, the price is up on him, but at 7.9 against this very bad team against point guard. This is the worst team in the league against point guards. And if Elf cannot get it done, at least to the tune of 35, 40, maybe DraftKings FanDuel points, something is wrong here. I like Elfrid Payton at 7.9. I am there. Jonathan Simmons is going to be a game time decision. He is 5.7. If he's good to go, I would consider playing him most certainly. If not, Mario Hezonja steps right in to a startable, playable level. I think you can get behind him. Bismack Biyombo at 5.6. He's usable. We've seen centers really crush against the Dallas Mavericks. I wouldn't have an issue playing Bismack Biyombo here. On the other side, I'll give me this. Barnes, Smith, Westy Matthews, Dirk is in play. You've got JJ Barea at 6.2, who's priced up just a little bit. I think he's in play. Dwight Powell at 4.4. With the athleticism that Dwight Powell has and what they would need to guard cats like Aaron Gordon, to guard cats like Mario Hezonja to get out there on the perimeter to contest those three-point shots, we may see Dwight Powell get more minutes than you might think. We may see Dwight Powell get more minutes than you might think. What did Gordon do the last time they played? Iwundu with no Simmons. That's right, yeah, Iwundu was in there as well. I thought he started, right? Yeah, he started. Last time, I think. I know we got a lot of minutes last time. But I don't want to play him. Let's look at Aaron Gordon last time against the Mavericks. See what happened. 25 minutes. That was last year. He hadn't played him. The new Aaron Gordon has not played him. So, but yeah, man. Dennis Smith Jr., Harrison Barnes, Wes Matthews is in play for me. If you want to get jiggy and grab a guy at minimum salary on FanDuel, Maxi Kleber is a guy that I think you could use. I wouldn't have an issue there. I really wouldn't have an issue. I think this is my stat game. Corey Green, I agree with you, bro. Chris Hernandez says a lot of people have been playing Dirk and he's been popping on people's lineups. Okay. 18 minutes he played against. See, he played against Orlando for 18 minutes last time. 26 points. It's not bad. We're gonna highlight Dirk. Bismack is my center. I like Biombo. This is the worst rebounding team in the league, man. Two of the worst rebounding teams in the league, actually. Is Dallas a decent defensive team or slow pace? Let's go and check on the pace numbers and see what we've come up with. Let's go check on the pace numbers. Bro, Powell, the slate breaker. Yo, I kind of like him. So I would stack Dallas, man. I'm gonna stack Dallas and I'm gonna stack Orlando. But if I'm just making one lineup, I'm gonna stack Dallas because they're at home and they've been playing pretty good. Right now, I'm gonna go in, check out some pace numbers. Yeah, Tyler Johnson is out. Tyler Johnson has been ruled out. 214, man. That's a lot of points, bro. It is. It is. So we got Orlando Magic is the 6th ranked team in pace. So the game will be sped up. The game is gonna go, and a lot of that is because of Aaron Gordon, man. A lot of that is because of Aaron Gordon, man. And he's a guy gets that rebound, gets out in transition, and tries to score the basketball. Cauley Stein or Adams? I like Adams. I like Adams today. I like Adams and Biombo. Those are my 2 favorite centers today. Pelicans, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's take a look. And this is a slower pace team. I think Dallas is a slower pace team. Yeah, Dallas is 25th in pace. 25th in pace. Rebounding percentage. Worst 2 teams in rebound percentage. 47-47. So I think you will want to grab a rebounder here. Mo, I know you've said you're not feeling Joval or Ibaka, but someone got to do the scoring tonight besides DeRozan. And I like the other cats though. And I think they're gonna have a more spirited approach from the bench. I think everybody from Portland is gonna do well. You see what I'm saying? It's not like last night where I really felt DeRozan, I really felt Lowry were gonna ball out. I was like, yo, you can stack the shit. Remember, look at the video before last night. I was like, yo, you can stack the shit out of the starters in Toronto. I don't think it's gonna be a night like that. I think not only will the starters are gonna start out having a good, decent. I think the bench is gonna come in and the bench is gonna kick ass. And I think they're just gonna have everybody's gonna do well. I think you're gonna have 6, 7, maybe 7 guys in double figures for Toronto today. Right? And so these are the 2 worst rebounding teams in the league. Let's take a look at the turnovers, man. It's just a turnover ratio. Your Dallas Mavericks, they do not turn it over, man. 1.76 defense. Oh, that's nice. That is good, bro. That's good. Assist percentage. Okay. Defensive rebound rating. So the Mavericks defensive rebound percentage, they're not bad. Orlando is horrible though. Okay, we're looking at. I like this, man. Assist ratio. The number 1 in assist ratio. Mavericks, number 7 in assist ratio. Orlando, 13th in assist ratio. So right now, like Aaron Gordon and Dennis Smith Jr., and Elf, man, are guys that I really feel like could be played a lot. I like it. I like them. And Van Vliet, of course, he's gonna play too. All right. So let's go over to the last game. It's gonna be the Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got Zebo at 5'5" against the Lake Show, bro. I love Zebo. Zebo is my guy. I think DSJ turns the ball over a lot. Might favor Elf tonight. Okay. Dennis Smith Jr.'s minutes are erratic. I'm not sure. I think since the injury, he's been playing good minutes. Yeah, he's been up above 25 minutes over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. He's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, and he's shown a floor over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 last 5 games. The floor is 28, And this is against the worst team in the league against point guards. I can't not play DSJ. I can't not play DSJ. I like him. And I want to look at the home road splits too. Check him out at home. 28, 31, 29 in the last 3 games at the crib. So he's better on the road, I think. 32. Well, no, he's better at home. He's better at home. He's better at home. I don't know about Zebo running with the Lakers. Yeah, man, I love Zebo, bro. I love Zebo. I think De'Aaron Fox is a guy that you can play a lot. I love Zebo in a spot at 5.5. I think Buddy Hield is considerable. This is the other game I like to stack. The other game that I want to stack is the Sacramento LA game. So I like Fox. I like Randolph. I like Buddy Hield. I think Willie Cauley-Stein is just priced up too high. I cannot get there. 7.5 for that. I'm not a big fan of that. I think that Bogdan Bogdanovic at 4.6 is a playable guy. On the other side, Lonzo's in play. Ingram is in play at 7K. Kyle Kuzma at 5.7. I like that. I think that's very sneaky because the fact that he's not starting with Brook Lopez back, people are not going to want to play him. And, of course, with Julius Randle now playing a lot of minutes too. But I think that Kyle Kuzma is in a solid spot. Randle at 7.1, that is just too expensive for me. And I think Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at 5.8 is a guy that we can look at as well. Buddy Hield, yeah, I think Buddy Hield doesn't play for me, but this is not going to be a Buddy Hield gets to the basket type game. Buddy's going to have to knock down the shot, the open shot. He's going to have to knock that down because he's not going to run by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Caldwell-Pope is a really good defender. I would venture to call him a lockdown defender. So he's going to have to come off some screens, knock down a few shots, and get going. And if he does that, he can have a solid game. He can have a very solid game against Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. But that's the way he's going to have to approach that. He's going to have to approach that way. So I kind of like them. So those are the guys that I like on FanDuel. Let's go over to DraftKings, take another look, and because I'm sure the guys are going to be different, priced differently over here. I'm sure they're going to be priced different. All right, so now Wayne Ellington, same price. See, I like Wayne Ellington more on FanDuel at 4.7 than on DraftKings at 4.7. I think you can fade Wayne Ellington. And I know you don't normally say fade guys that are not good because it's not like, but in this situation, on a 4-game slate where this news happens this close to lock, it's going to be fresh in everybody's head. So everybody's going to want to play Wayne Ellington. So on DraftKings, I would say you could fade Ellington on DK at 4.7. Play him on FanDuel at 4.7 and, be fine. Kelly O at 5.7. Of course, he is playable. Hassan Whiteside at 7.1. You can use that. Goran Dragic 6.7, yes. Richardson at 6.2 is playable. I like him more on FanDuel, though. I love Richardson on FanDuel. Now, I don't love him as much on DraftKings, but I really like him on FanDuel. James Johnson at 5.7. He is playable. DeMar DeRozan at 8.3. Oh, my God, bro. DeMar DeRozan is 8.3 on DK. He's 1,000 more expensive on FanDuel. I am fading DeMar DeRozan on FanDuel. I'm not playing him on FanDuel. But I can play him on DraftKings some. I can. Delon Wright, 4.4. Usable. Van Vliet, 3.5 is going to be usable for me. Valanciunas at 5.1. I don't love that one. OG at 3.4. Man. Nah, I can't use OG. I can't use OG here. Next game we got is going to be the Portland Trail Blazers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, this is from a DraftKings perspective, okay? CJ McCollum is 7.5. See, I know why I like CJ McCollum so much on FanDuel because he was priced at 7.5, which I think he was a sort of a discount under the circumstances. But 7.5 on DraftKings doesn't seem like much of a deal. But 6 point, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Aminu is 4.5. Oh, yes. I like that. Evan Turner is 4.3. So he's cheaper on FanDuel than on DraftKings. I like that. I definitely like that. Shabazz at 5.4. Yusuf Nurkic, 6.9. McCollum is in play, though, because he's like the best player playing right now. You have to treat OKC like the Warriors. You play everyone against them. No. Harker's at 3.8. That's cheap as shit, bro. Might be able to look at him. Might be able to look at him. So this could be a good one. This could be a good one. This could be a good one. Texting my baby girl. Yeah, this could be a good one. I think we're going to see some of the night where Russ, Van Vliet, Wright, and DDR. Okay. Norman Powell is a lock. Michael Myers says Norman Powell is a lock for him. I mean, I don't know if I could. Eh. I mean, I looked at him. I did look at him, but a lock. I don't know. Harkless to guard PG3, PG13. Uh, that's what Evan Turner's going to be there for. I think. That's what Evan Turner's going to be there for. Next game we got is going to be the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic going to Dallas. This is of course from a DraftKings perspective. This is what we're dealing with. Aaron Gordon is 8.6, so he's cheaper on FanDuel than DraftKings, an automatic value. But I do like him here still. Got Elfrid Payton, Evan Fournier at 5.9. I don't love that one. Bismack at 5.8 is of course going to be playable. Hizonia 5.1. Yeah, you can get there. DJ Augustine, man, is Augustine going to come in and get some minutes here? Is Augustine going to get some minutes? If Jonathan Simmons is out, I think Augustine can come in and get some minutes. And at 3.5 on DraftKings, you might be able to get away with that. I skipped OKC. I'm sorry. I sent a text back. Because as usual, okay, Westbrook, 11.5, yes. George at 7.8, yes. You can do that. Steven Adams at 6.4, I like him. Terrence Ferguson, 3.5. That's going to put him in play because he's so cheap and he's starting and he did see 20-plus minutes the last couple of games. And that same thing is DraftKings. That's as far as I can go with that one. Then on the other side, okay, Dennis Smith Jr., yes. Harrison Barnes, yes. Dirk, yes. Wesley Matthews, yes. Kleber at 3.5, yes. I like Dallas, bro. Yeah. Dwight Powell at 3.8 is in play. Yo, I love that JJ Barea is 5.7 on DraftKings. Randall with the handle. Yeah, he's way expensive, bro. I can't fuck with him. Not on FanDuel. Then Sacramento and the Lakers. We got Cauley Stein is 6.6. That's a little bit more playable. Plus, you get him at at uh at uh at multi-position eligibility. You get him at power forward or center. So Cauley Stein is going to be in play here. De'Aaron Fox 5.5 is of course in play. Buddy Hield at 4.7 is in play. Bogdanovic 4.9. Yeah. In this situation where I've got Zebo at 6.3 and Cauley Stein at 6.6, I could see playing Cauley Stein and not playing Zebo, but I still like him. I still like him. Lonzo Ball at 7.3, of course, that's a good one. Ingram under 7K. Ingram is in play. Randall is only 6'1" right here. Yo, I like this for Randall. Randall is 6'1" on DK. Yeah, I missed your thoughts on PG-13. Paul George on FanDuel is playable. I mean, DraftKings is easily playable, easily. Caldwell Pope 5.3. Brook Lopez 4.6. That's cheap as shit. But he's playing so little minutes. Like, he's playing so little minutes. Look, 19, 16. The dude has not hit 30 points in like 13 games. I'm not doing that. No, fuck that. I can't play that. I can't play that, bro. I can't play that. I can't play that. Kuzma at 6'2" off of the bench looks nice. I can use him. Plus, I think he had a bad game the last couple of times out, and people are pretty much down on him. Yo, ACP the Don, you're out there in LA, okay? Yo, let me know. Let me know what's up with Kuzma, bro. What's up? What's happening with Kuzma? Is he injured? What is going on with Kyle Kuzma? He hasn't been like the same firecracker that we've been seeing for the better part of the season. Jordan Clarkson is too at 4.7 is a deep sleeping play. He had 4 steals and 2 blocks in the last game. That ain't gonna happen again. Yeah, I can't play Brolo. I think Fox has very limited upside. Let's take a look at what the I mean, in this matchup, I mean, look at the last 2 games, bro, against San Antonio, where you wouldn't expect him to ball. He has 31. Now in Denver, where you would expect him to play well, 32. Charlotte, the same thing. You would expect him to play well, 27. Before this is when you had George Hill and Frank Mason, and those guys were playing quite well. You know what I mean? Kuzma have fucked a Kardashian. His career is over. Okay. They say Kuzma probably fucked a Kardashian. Kuzma is hurt. They were thinking of shutting him down for the season a couple weeks ago. Okay. That's okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Is that so? I guess that's why we've seen and look at this Lakers shit, bro. All these motherfuckers is getting minutes. Like all of them are getting 30, 30, 35, 25, 29, 18. Like you don't see that with most other teams, bro. Like these motherfuckers is getting so many minutes, bro. Josh Hart is getting 17 minutes. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, bro. He played, yeah, he's getting 20, 23, 19, 21, 30. Like, all these cats are getting minutes, man. That's why it's so hard to read their rotations. You know what I mean? So, uh, I think we got some solid shit going on, man. I think we got some solid shit going on. Remember, it's a 4-game slate, bro. So invest lightly. I can be honest with you because I'm a guy that loves to tell the truth. I have $15 invested on DraftKings. I got 5 entries in a $3 tournament on DraftKings. I've got a $5, $2, and $1 single entry on FanDuel. I'm playing inexplicably light today. I'm not fucking with a lot of it, man. I'm playing light. I'm gonna roll out a few stacks that I really like: the Dallas stack, Orlando stack, and maybe a Lakers and Lakers Sacramento stack. Like that's what I'm rolling out. I'm not going ham. I'm not going ham. Right. So because we do have a really solid slate of games popping off tomorrow. We've got let me see. I think we got like a 10-game slate jumping off tomorrow. So I'm really excited to get through that. Lawrence Smith says DeRozan playable on FanDuel at 9.3. I would say so, but when I saw the DraftKings price at 8.3, I was like, oh my god, that is stupid playable. That is stupid playable. Olenek playing back home in Canada, is that a narrative? Well, I mean, have you heard anything about him having like a bunch of family at the game, or because if you hear that, then you know it's on like Donkey Kong in a purple song. Have you heard that? Let us know. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're looking for. Those are the narrative we're looking for. If your mama watching, or if a bunch of people coming, like that's a narrative that we need. We looking for that. We looking for that. But just like a regular narrative where a dude is from somewhere, we don't care where you're from. We care who's gonna be at the game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you heard he got some family coming in, then we need to revisit that. So we got 11 games tomorrow popping off. 11 games. Oh, so the Dallas Mavericks are on the front end of a back-to-back. That's 3 and 4 nights, I think that is, right? Or is that a 3-game swing? Did they play last night? Did they play last night? No, they played Sunday. Yeah, yeah. So okay, so they on a 3 and 4 right now. So they're going to Charlotte tomorrow. Mavs are going to Charlotte tomorrow. Yo, if That tells me that I'm fucking with Dwight Powell. That tells me I'm fucking with Dwight Powell. The fact that Dirk is going to get all of those minutes, I kind of want to fuck with him a little bit more now. And they're going to Charlotte. I can go to that game tomorrow. Nah, I gotta stay here and do my thing with y'all. That means something. That means something. And the nationally televised games tomorrow is Oklahoma City and Minnesota, so they're on the front end of a back-to-back, and then Golden State and at home against the Clippers. Yeah, Mavs play Sunday. That's right. They play Sunday, then they play blah 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 blah. Blah. Okay. Yeah, man. All right. Cool. So thank you so much, YouTube world, for jumping in this stream with me, man. We are about to like the stream, bro. Yeah, make sure you like this. So we are about to go and get under the hood, and we're gonna build some lines. So hopefully, man, hey y'all get in here, man. If you want to be a part of this thing, man, it's very easy. You go to the website www.dfssweatshop.com. Upon your paid subscription, you will be welcomed into the very best Facebook, very best group online, and we will get in there and we will lock shit down and we will do the damn thing. So come join us, man. It's very simple. You got two ways to get in, two ways to join. There's a $14.99 per month. That's 50 cents a day, 2 punk ass quarters, half a cup of coffee. Or the second option is for $119.99. That gets you a full year of insider access. So come in, come join us. We would love to have you. And I want y'all to go out, and even if you ain't fucking with me, no matter what you do, keep it 300. All right, we out. Now, everybody in the Facebook group, man, y'all stay right there. We are about to get it in. Let's go ahead and close the YouTube